Got a great show coming your way, don't miss it. But first, question of the day. Are you a slave? Do you know, I was in a coffee shop not so long ago. While I was waiting for my 3 o'clock appointment to show up, I couldn't help overhearing the conversation going on between the two ladies at the table next to mine. The short, skinny one offered her rather rotund friend a plate of cookies. She giggled and said, "No thanks, I'm on a diet." There was a short pause, as if the scrawny one was waiting for her corpulent companion to say something else. And she did. With a swift lunge that belied her significant mass, she grabbed a handful of cookies from across the table and chuckled, "Oh, who am I kidding? I have absolutely no self-control." And with that, they both burst into squeals of East Legon accented laughter. I just sat there quietly smiling into my smoothie thinking, how many times have I myself said and heard others say those exact words, "I just can't control myself." Or, "As for me, I know the right thing, Una. My problem is the will to do it." I wonder if we realize what we're actually saying when we utter such expressions. You know, saying you can't control yourself is the same as saying you need someone else to exert authority over you. It's like saying you don't have a mind of your own. It's like saying you are a slave. Now, is that true? Are you really a slave to your desires? When we say we have no self-control, are we confessing that we do not possess that singular thing which separates us from baser animals? Do we really have no will? Or are we just making excuses so that we can indulge in the things we know are bad for us? You see, the truth is, you do have self-control. You have just been giving yourself reasons not to use it. Let me prove it to you. Imagine you are in the middle of one of your temper tantrums. You know, you are a slave to your anger. Someone at home has done something silly again and you are really letting them have it. You know, fire pouring from your nostrils, smoke coming out of your ears. You are expressing your red hot anger at the top of your voice. Then suddenly, someone knocks on your door. I bet it would take you less than a second to gain control of yourself and answer the door. 1 second from raging maniac to gracious host or hostess. Now tell me that is not self-control. So from today, let's break away from the chains of bad habits and destructive self-indulgence. You are not a slave. You are in control. Nobody decides for you. You are the boss. You will say no to those cookies. You will bin those cigarettes. You will take a deep breath and count to 3 instead of yelling at that reckless driver who nearly killed you. You will step away from the chocolate aisle and walk out of the supermarket with the vegetable oil you went in to buy. And no matter how juicy and ripe it looks, you will not, I repeat, you will not squeeze that pimple. My name is JoyNews and I am the boss of me. Good morning, Ghana.